this NFL season already has had performances that I feel like unfortunately have been overshadowed by even better performances. Not to take away from Tua and what Miami did this weekend, putting up over 700 yards and 70 points. But let's take a look at the Raiders coming into Los Angeles, playing the Chargers here in the AFC West, because I want to look at what Justin Herbert did last week. How about 85.1% completion, the highest number of his career, previous high just over 84% back in 2021. But last week, Herbert put up 405 yards, averaged over 8.5 yards per attempt, had 3 touchdowns, and still hasn't thrown an interception on the season. I mean, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams have really taken over for Austin Eckler's absence. Allen caught 18 out of 20 targets for 215 yards. Mike Williams had 7 receptions out of his 8 targets and had 121 yards and a touchdown. Now, despite the fact that Mike Williams may have suffered an injury that may go beyond just this week, we'll see what happens with the MRI. I still feel like this Chargers offense is showing that they can be explosive on multiple levels, even in the absence of Austin Eckler. This one, they're just 1-2, but they're 4-point home favorites here, sitting with a 51-point total, and Vegas struggling off another tough loss, to say the least. You know, they kept it close with Pittsburgh, a team that struggled, but I can't put a lot of emphasis on this game, to be honest, because I think at this point there's still an asterisk on Pittsburgh, seeing they started off the season with 2 tough defenses, 2 of the toughest defenses in the league at that, with Cleveland and San Francisco. So there's something to be said to see if that's what is to be expected out of Pickett for the long run, or if it was a one-off that we saw against the Chargers against the Raiders, with a decent performance there. I mean, Vegas bottom 10 in points per game allowed, 28th in the league in points per game differential, and they're getting outgained by 60 yards per game, which is tough enough. Now you have the number 2 offense in total yardage, the number 6 scoring offense, and Vegas is 0-2 now against the spread in their last 2 games. But not only that, they failed to cover those games by 29 total points. Chargers 5-2 straight up and against the spread in the last 7 games at home against the division. That includes a 5-0 straight up record as a home favorite in the last 3 years, covering 4 out of those 5. And the home team has actually won and covered all 4 games between these two in the last 2 years. So I'm siding with the Chargers here. I think we see them get on a roll after 2 games that they arguably could have won to start off the season. These divisional games are big. I think they come out here and they make a statement against Vegas. I'm backing the Chargers as a home favorite here, especially against the divisional rival, even with the injuries that they're having. Vegas, who knows about Jimmy G at this point too, was evaluated for a concussion after the game, as well as linebacker Curtis Bolton was ruled out of the last game with a knee injury. So we'll see what happens this week, but that's another big defensive loss for Vegas there if that carries on to this week or beyond. So I have to back the home favorite here. And guys, make sure you go check out wagertalk.com. Go check out all my other action that I got going this weekend, as well as all the other cappers on the site. Plenty of free plays as well as the premium. And you can use coupon code Jeff100. It's the numbers Jeff100 at checkout. Save $100 off of any of my football season all access packages. And make sure you guys like and subscribe for all the action coming forward, and check out all the other videos we got for this weekend and beyond for all your football needs.